Water is life and driving force of all Mother Nature across the globe. Established under the company's Act Cap 486 on 4th February 2004 and became operational a year later on 9th February 2005, Nzoia Water Supplies Company Limited, nzowasco, undoubtedly prides herself as the best water and sewerage services company not only locally but in the region.
Nzoia is one of the biggest companies in the country. It's serving Bungoma and Trans Nzoia County.
Nzowasco is mandated to provide water and sewerage services within county government of Bungoma and Trans Nzoia, a company that started from a humble beginning to become an envy of water services providers in western counties.
We abstract raw water from the rivers, various rivers across our operations, and we treat it to the required standard, and then we distribute to our customers in Bungoma and Trans Nzoia County. Our major focus on the customer is that the customer should get enough water, should get clean water, quality and the quantity required to a customer.
Nashukuru zaidi vile nzowasco ileta hii mpango ya maji. Tena wakati tulikuwa tunakunywa kwa pombo huko chini, tulikuwa watu wengi walikuwa wanalia tumbo.
Hii maji imetusaidia, ni ya manufaa sana kwa sababu inatusaidia kuoga, kuosha manguo, ng'ombe kunywa.
What we have done is that we have made sure that we have standardized the services to customers. We have made sure that the customers pay for get value for money for what they pay.
The success story of the company that is fully owned by the county governments of Bungoma and Trans Nzoia is traced from years of extensive and meticulous research from a team of experts, engineers, technicians, and the best technocrats in matters water.
And what little goes around here is extraction of water from our catchment area, which is River Kuiwa. The water is pumped into the stilling well. From the stilling well, the coagulant is dosed as per the laboratory calculated. After that, that's a coagulation process. After maximum coagulation, that water is allowed into the sedimentation basins. In the sedimentation basins, any dirt around that water percolates down by sedimentation process, a natural process. Then what remains on top is very clear water that's decanted into the clarifiers that's sent through the filters. From the filters, it is filtered, we get clear water that is disinfected. After disinfection, it is sent into our clear water temporal storage tank that our high lift pumps that now pumps the clear water into our distribution lines draws water from. All of these processes are laboratory guided, and after every 2 hours, regardless, nothing has changed, regardless whatever it is, that water is always tested.
We normally ensure that our water meets the World Health Organization standards.
We do all the water quality analysis required before we supply water to our customers.
Nzowasco currently has 40,000 water meter connection in both Trans Nzoia and Bungoma counties.
For a customer to be connected on our service, whether it is a sewer or a water service, you have to make an application to the company. Once you make an application to the company with the requisite fees, the company sends an expert to assess the distance you are from the pipeline that the company had laid.
Nzowasco operates several water treatment works: Nabiole, Matisi, Kapkatenyi, Chesikaki in Bungoma County, and Kapolet and Nzoia in Cherangany. They serve Webuye, Chwele, Kapkatenyi, Kimilili, Bungoma, and Kitale towns. A pumping system is used in Nabiole and Matisi water treatment works, and the rest relies on gravity.
The cost of water that will be coming from that scheme is much cheaper than the power pumping schemes like the ones we have in the Matisi and others around. And that's the way we want to go in the future, to have more gravity water schemes than the power schemes, because power is very expensive. So it makes water production very expensive. And we are encouraging that. And on top of that, we also want to encourage use of solar pumping systems. Like in the future, maybe for the short term, we would want Matisi to have a solar power pumping scheme. That will, in essence, also lower the costs, because the running cost of a solar pumping scheme is so much low compared to the hydropower.
Nzowasco, that has got a yearly turnover of 300 million, ensures a reliable and constant supply of water for commercial and industrial and domestic use for its customers. The firm has lived true to its mission, that is to provide quality potable water and sanitation services in a sustainable manner using world-class practices for the satisfaction of customers and stakeholders. Nzowasco, whose slogan is Maji Poa, Maisha Poa, has installed a new water pump at Matisi area that will help avert sporadic water shortages that the company had been experiencing in the past.
We used to have a serious problem in water supply of Bungoma because of the pump. But after installation of the new pump, the supply of Bungoma is now guaranteed. At least we are happy that the new pump that they bought is doing very well. We are getting water. What we are encouraging them is that they should follow the due process and again procure a spare pump for the site.
We are embarking on buying our own infrastructure that will make sure that water is reliable to the customer.
Nzowasco, in her bid to ensure that it expands its water connectivity to customers, has partnered with the county government and the national government that have to set up a 500 million water project funded by the Korean government at Teremi area. The project, which was commissioned by the Deputy President William Ruto, aims at ensuring the residents of Bungoma and part of Busia plants exist in 3 regions, namely Bungoma, Nabiole, and Kitale regions.
Hii maji imetoka Terem na ni lazima the community of Terem must benefit from this project. Mimi nataka kuhakikishia wakazi wa hii eneo na Mheshimiwa Kapondi, nimemwambia next week akuje ofisini, tukae chini, tuongee, tuzungumze, tuone vile wenyeji wa Terem na Kapkatenyi will be part and parcel of this project.
Mimi nataka niseme asante sana on behalf of the government of Kenya. I want in a very special way to congratulate and thank our friends, the people and government of Korea, for their partnership and support for the development of this water facility that will supply approximately 8,000 households with clean drinking water.
As a way of giving back to the society, Nzowasco has engaged in various corporate social responsibilities by building toilets in various informal settlements in Kapsongo in Trans Nzoia and Mjini in Bungoma.
Shida yenye ilikuwako hapa ilikuwa tuna hii yetu ya kawaida hii.
Okay, this is a toilet project that was funded by Water Services Trust Fund in conjunction with the Nzoia Water Services Company Limited. This project is now in phase 3. We started with phase 1, we went to phase 2, then we are in phase 3. Yeah, we targeted the low-cost areas like here is Mjini, Muslim, and Mandizini. You know, initially the residents of this area, they were digging pit latrines just within their houses. So they were defecating within the pit latrines that were within their houses. And when those pit latrines are filled up, you know, they didn't have an extra space whereby they could dig another one. So when we did we came and did an assessment, we felt that it is better for us as a company to come to ensure that the community members in these low-cost areas get access to better sanitation services. That is why the company wrote proposal to Water Services Trust Fund. Then when we received the funds, now we began constructing these toilets. These toilets are water-based toilets. So they are modern toilets which they are connected to our sewerage network system.
Tangu mradi nzowasco ikuje, maradhi yamepunguka. Huwa tunaenda kwa choo na tumia maji kidogo na mwaga na turemuka enda kwa sewage. Hatuna tena nafasi ya kuchimba kwa ploti nyingine tena. Sasa hiyo shughuli ya kuchimba kwa ploti imeisha.
Nzowasco also supplies water in these informal settlements, schools, hospitals, markets, hotels and homes.
We also have water bowser, which assists us in terms of selling water to areas where our coverage is not there, or during special events whereby our customers need large volumes of water.
Nzowasco has eased the long distances of clients going to fetch water by building water kiosks in various towns in Bungoma and Trans Nzoia.
Ni mkaaji wa Kapsara na hii nauza maji hapa kama jackstick au water vendor. Sasa hii kioski ilijengwa na county government, alafu sasa imechukuliwa na watu ya nzowasco. So nao wamesaidia watu ya Kapsara kuwapea maji clean, kwa sababu tumekuwa tukitumia maji ya mto Nzoia hapa na sometimes inakuwa ni chafu, inabeba wanyama kutoka huko. So nao tumefurahia kupewa hii maji, na kioski sijaripishwa, nimepewa tu nijaribu kutafuta kitu kidogo. Alafu kisha watu wakaji hapa hivi, hata isipokuwa kuna wengine wako na maji, lakini wengi wanategemea hapa.
To ensure efficiency in meter reading by our staff, Nzowasco has acquired 30 motorbikes in both Bungoma and Trans Nzoia counties that assist in meter reading and random checks of water bursts and leakages to ensure no water is lost.
We are currently serving 37,000 customers across the cluster, whereby the active connections are 27,000. And so far, improvements in the commercial department, we have managed to procure a new ERP system. This is an online system whereby all our billing, all our revenue collection, all our metering is being done online. Customers are now receiving bills via email, via short messages, and we are no longer issuing paper bills. That's a milestone in our operations in the commercial department. We have also managed to procure 30 motorcycles to ease our commercial operations, especially our metering section.
With 15 years of success, our staff remains the pillar of our exemplary performance. Nzowasco provides herself as one of the best employers in the region, with an esteemed workforce of 227 employees.
Our main objective as ICT is to ensure that we automate services, and this will enhance efficiency in service delivery in the entire organization. So far, we have a website where our clients can be able to raise queries online, and it has made it easy for all clients across the cluster be able to reach our customer care desk.
With the promulgation of the new constitution in 2010 and the subsequent creation of new governance structures gave a fresh impetus to ownership and running of the self-governing company under Bungoma and Trans Nzoia.
As you are aware, Nzowasco is a cluster company. We serve the county governments of Trans Nzoia and Bungoma. And in commercial, The key areas are billing, revenue, metering, and of course coverage.
A way of managing the water sector is by clustering. Why do we encourage clustering? You put several companies together, and that way you enjoy the economies of scale. You are able to do better than when you split into small and viable entities.
Basically, our interest is to ensure that the services are improved for the better of the residents of the two counties.
Our clients are our priority, and as a result, we've put measures that they not only get quality and quantity water supply, but value for their money is equally guaranteed.
We have our commercial customers and we have our domestic customers. Commercial customers, we are talking of schools, we are talking of government institutions, we are talking of commercial establishments like rental premises, and as nzowasco, we will provide your services in a good manner.
And also the corporate clients, we assure them that nzowasco water is clean. It's handled by professionals in all fields, engineers, laboratory technologies, qualified water operators. So we ensure them quality water, adequate and sufficient to meet their needs.